Now, from the Columbia Basin, your local news source, this is iFIBER 1 News, presented in high definition. The #1 source for real-time local news, local sports headlines, and our very own Weather Center forecast covering the entire Columbia Basin. With your iFIBER 1 News team, reporting news in real time as it's happening. From the iFIBER Communications HD broadcast studio in Ephrata, Washington, this is iFIBER 1 News, and it starts now.
Welcome to iFIBER 1 News. I'm Alan Troop with your weekend edition. We will review some of the top stories for this week and a few of your favorites. And we have the latest weather forecast for the Columbia Basin from the iFIBER 1 Weather Center. At the beginning of the week, we were still thinking about the Grant County Fair. One of the competitors caught our attention as being almost too cute to raise a cow.
Angela Nauman is the youngest among the Pee Wee class at this year's Grant County Fair Open Dairy Cow Show. Barely 4 years old, Angeline is also the youngest dairy cow show competitor. She won the grand champion ribbon in her class of several kids in her age bracket. Why did she start competing?
Because my brother show them.
Angeline described what she likes best about showing her cow.
I like to lead them.
Dairy farming runs way back to the late 1940s in Angeline's family. Her mother, Stacy Alman, is a daughter in the Chamberlain dairy family of Moses Lake.
Well, I started showing when I was 9, so it's been about, 30 plus years. So all of her brothers show, everybody shows. She's been the youngest. My other boys started at 6. This is a new class where they will actually let the littler kids show, a Pee Wee class. Normally they have to be 6 to start showing an open class and 9 to start showing in 4-H. At this age, she pretty much just brushes and does a little washing, but the kids normally wash them, brush them. They do some of the clipping on them, or try to, feeding, watering, leading. Sugar is actually her brother Landon's cow, and it was his first year showing too in open. He's 6, but they've kind of split the duties on it, and she's kind of taken charge of Sugar.
Stacy explained why it's good to work with cows at a young age.
I think it keeps them from being afraid of them, gives them self-confidence, and I think they just like being out, doing something outside, and I don't know, my kids like the dirt, so.
Angeline's proud grandpa, Mike Alman, watched the granddaughter win grand champion.
Oh, hey, they're the best. They're the best, grand champions. What more could you want, huh? Angeline took first place, grand champion. The cutest, the best, had the best animal. Look at that, just nothing but the best.
Her mother, Stacy, said it was Angeline's decision to show cows.
She feels no pressure. She has no problem keeping up with the 4 brothers, so.
Longtime Grant County Fair Dairy Barn Supervisor Tom Freeman said the Pee Wee competition is new to the fair.
First time we've done that here at this show.
Yes, Angela.
Have a little girl like that?
The little girl, we've had the younger kids. Last year, I think, we had it, and this year was the second year, ain't it?
Angela showed last year.
She is an awesome little shower.
Many of the youngsters are expected to grow up to compete as adults at the Fairgrounds Pavilion. This is Jeff Chu reporting in Moses Lake for iFIBER 1 News.
And moving to the other end of the spectrum from a cow are the bulls used by the Moses Lake Roundup in the rodeo. Sports reporter Bob Kirkpatrick captured the action, and Spencer Graham tells us all about it.
It was an action-packed finals night for the 70th annual Moses Lake Rodeo Roundup Saturday as riders, ropers, and barrel racers competed for the top spot in their events and improved their standings in the Professional Rodeo Cowboy Association rankings. The first cowboy competition of the night was the bareback event. Ryan Gray from Cheney showed why he is currently ranked #1 in the world with a ride that earned him 85 points and a first-place finish. Ren Richard from Albuquerque, New Mexico was the top competitor in the tie-down roping event, finishing with a time of 8.1 seconds. Rodeo clown J.J. Harrison entertained the crowd with some fancy dance moves in between the tie-down and steer wrestling competition. that was won by Seth Brockman from Wheatland, Wyoming, with a time of 3.5 seconds, edging out second-place finisher Nick Ham by 1 second. Jacobs Crowley from College Station won the saddle bronc competition, earning 87 points to take the lead. Callahan Crossley won the barrel racing competition with a 17.1 second ride. Jesse Sheffield from Austin, Colorado, and Ren Richard took the top spot in the team roping event with a time of 5.5 seconds. Cody Kavanaugh, Mike Kepi, and Charles Bush drew oohs and ahs from the packed house in between the team roping and bull riding competition as they performed daredevil acts on their motorcycles and all-terrain vehicles. The final rodeo event of the evening was the bull riding competition. The bulls proved to be the superior athletes, and there were no cowboys able to stay on for the 8-second ride. Scotty Knapp from Albuquerque, New Mexico was deemed winner of the competition with 88 points. Johnny Owens took second with 86. Ren Richard was the all-around cowboy for the roundup. Check out our website at iFiber1.com/sports for complete rodeo results. For iFiber1 Sports, this is Spencer Graham reporting with Bob Kirkpatrick.
Capturing calves for competition is rewarding. Capturing the following people is a community service. Each of the people you see here has warrants for their arrest and is wanted by various law enforcement agencies. If you see any of these people, the DLC asks that you not attempt to detain or apprehend them, but to call police. You can also call the Department of Corrections at 509-764-6180 during the day or 509-762-1160 after 5 p.m. And we will be right back after these messages with the latest from our iFiber One Weather Center, sports, and more news.